Welcome to our discussion for Module 2, the history of Philippine currency and the Philippine monetary standards. So before we deal with the history proper, we look at our general view of the Philippine currency and the monetary standards. So, a country is said to establish a monetary standard or system when it sets down rules to govern the creation of money and control the quantity in circulation, whether the rules are strictly followed or are to be accepted simply as guidelines for its own money managers. It will start out by deciding what its monetary unit will be. So, in the Philippines, we have the Philippine peso. So there is a terminology called standard money. Standard money is the monetary unit recognized by the government as the ultimate basic standard of value upon which all other kinds of money are convertible. In the Philippines, the monetary system is called the managed currency system. So ang nagmamanage niyan is the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. And the monetary unit is the peso. So at the end of this discussion, we will be able to still understand and learn the different key elements that made up the financial and economic system, the importance, history, the factors that affect their value. Okay, let's go. So we already have discussed the role of money in our economic system in the previous discussion video. So we will proceed with the history of Philippine currency and Philippine monetary standards, focusing on the nature of monetary standard, the classification of the monetary standards, and the outline of the history of Philippine monetary system. So normally itong item C, yung history ng Philippine monetary system, I will not be discuss it in detail, one by one, because this is already available in our reference book. Kasi hindi na naman natin kailangan ng interpretation on the history of Philippine monetary system simply because kung ano yung nandoon sa mismong reference book, kung ano yung details na nandoon, as is lang ang interpretation natin ng history ng Philippine monetary system. Okay? Let's go with a brief description of what currency is according to Central Bank Act Section 51. It includes all Philippine notes and coins issued or which are circulating within the Philippines. The power to issue notes and coins is under the prerogative of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Okay? Safeguards the issuance of notes and coins. All notes and coins issued by the central bank shall be the liabilities of the bank. Kaya ito yung sinasabi natin do sa naunang discussion. Kaya merong naka-indicate doon sa ating mga paper bills na ang salaping ito ay pananagutan ng Republika ng Pilipinas and words of that import. So they may be issued only against and in amounts not exceeding the total assets of the bank. Moreover, said notes and coins shall represent the first and paramount lien on all assets of the central bank. So essentially, ang tinutukoy ng pera natin ay uh, yung pera na ginagamit natin on our financial transaction. These are liabilities on the part of the central bank. Utang ng central bank yan doon sa taong may hawak ng salaping iyon. So yun yung sinasabi niya dito. However, the central bank's holdings of its own notes and coins shall not be considered part of its currency issue and accordingly therefore shall not form part of the assets or liabilities of the bank. So, ang tinutukoy po dito ay kapag hindi pa nai-issue yung currency in general circulation, hindi pa nagagamit ng mga tao, it shall not be considered as part of the assets and liabilities of the bank. Ibig sabihin, parang ano pa lang yan, printed paper lang yan kung hindi pa yan ginagamit in circulation. Excuse me. All such notes and coins issued by the central bank and in circulation in the Philippines enjoy the full guarantee of the government of the Philippines. Okay. Inconvertibility of currency. So in order to facilitate business transactions and to meet the needs of the various sectors of the economy, the central bank shall exchange on demand and without charge Philippine currency of any denomination for the notes and coins of any other denomination requested. Ano ibig sabihin nitong shall exchange on demand and without charge? Ibig sabihin lang nito, di ba, the currency na hawak mo ngayon, which is notes and coins, ay dapat shall exchange on demand. Ibig sabihin, palitan once you are willing to change that at walang charge or service fee na dapat i-impose sa may hawak ng pera. Philippine currency of any denomination for the Philippine notes and coins of any other denomination requested. Kung gusto mong papalitan, yung iyong bill ay pwede. So, yun yung sinasabi niya dito. No? In cases where the central bank failed to meet the required denomination, it shall provide notes and coins of denomination most nearly approximate those requested. That is, if an interested party requested for a 1,000 bills, and at the moment it cannot provide the denomination, then it shall provide notes of 500. So, yan ang sinasabi niya. Replacement of currency and fit for circulation. So, ito po yung mga mutilated notes and coins. Yan po ay kinukuha ng central bank. Kasi kapag mutilated notes and coins na yan, dapat hindi na yan nag-circulate. No? Okay. Okay. So, meron tayong note dito, no? Yung pag daw impossible to identify or mga coins that show signs of filing, clipping, or perforation. So, ibig sabihin, sira na yung ating currency, either note or coin. Kapag note naman, lost more than 2/5 of their surface or all of the signature inscribed therein should not be replaced by the central bank. Okay? Pag ganun yung condition ng pera, hindi na po yan pwedeng palitan. So, 2/5 of the surface. Okay? So, alam mo namang kumuha ng ratio and proportion, 2/5 po. Pero kung yan ay hindi pa 2/5 pero yung portion ay doon sa may mga pirma, sino ang nakapirma sa iyong paper bills? The President of the Philippines and the Governor of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So kapag yun po ay nawala na because of the mutilation, filing, clipping, perforation, hindi na po yan pwedeng palitan ng central bank. Rather, they shall be withdrawn from circulation and are demonetized without compensation to the owner or bearer unless it can be shown to the satisfaction of the central bank that the currency became unfit for circulation as a result of the accidental causes or forces beyond the control of the holder. Retirement of the notes and the coins. Notes now of any series or denomination which are more than 5 years old and coins which are more than 12 years old. So, yan yung kanyang parang currency life. Pag notes, 5 years. Pag coins, 12 years. Depending on the circumstances of the paper or the currency. Okay. Okay. So, saan po dinadala ang mga paper bills? Meron pong tinatawag na Currency Retirement Division ng Central Bank kung saan lahat po ng mutilated notes are counted, subjected to a series of perforations, handed in packets of 100 notes each, stamped with the date of perforation, and signed by the perforator. So, merong Currency Retirement Division. These old bills are burned in the incinerator once a week under heavy surveillance by the central bank sa official security guard. So lahat po ng yan ay dumadaan sa Currency Retirement Division ng Central Bank. So there are other trivia boxes here for your reading. Yung EDSA People Power Coins. The Philippine Mint, the first mint in the Philippines, was established by the Royal Decree on 1857, the corner of Recoletos and Cabildo in Intramuros. So this is also for your reading. These are just trivia boxes, no? So dito on our presentation, we presented ang may mga new generation currency coins issued by the previous administration. So this will only be for your reading. So meron tayo diyang mga security features na naka-identify. So ganito po talaga ang business finance on the onset. Pinapakita na yung pag-aaral natin on our currency before we deal on the business finance per se. So this is also for your reading. So meron tayong mga security features dyan, and other features of the new generation papers. And the latest ones are the 1,000 peso polymer banknote, yung may agila, yung tinanggal si Josef Alianes Escoda, no? Yung sa obverse and reverse sides niya, essentially dito yung obverse side yung nabago kasi tinanggal sila Josef Alianes Escoda. Pero dun sa reverse side niya, kung ipapansinin mo, the image of the South Sea Pearl, the Tinalak Weave design, and the Tubata Harif Natural Park designs, yan din po yung nandoon sa old 1,000 peso bill. Sila din. Pero nag-iba lang yung images kasi mas in-enhance lang nila yung imaging dito sa new polymer banknote, no? Pero yan pa rin yun. Okay. And some of the items here are taken from illustrations from the internet wherein ina-identify yung obverse and reverse sides ng ating currency, ng ating Philippine currency. Ayan, this is only for your understanding, no? And if you look our book, our reference book, mahaba yung discussion on the history of Philippine currency. I just wanted you to read the portions where ini-specify yung monetary standard, yung mga commodity, non-commodity standard, yung mga disadvantages ng particular standard. Yan. Yung mga characteristics of that particular standard. So because we will not be dealing. Kasi yun ay mga historical items on our Philippine currency. Okay. So hindi na natin kailangan i-check masyado yung mga dates. No? I just wanted you to read the particular history of Philippine currency for us to appreciate because some of the items will be reflected on your first term exam. No? On what particular regime nangyari yung particular scenario na yun. Parang ganun. You just have to take a note, a quick note on ano ba ang meron sa Japanese regime? Ano ba ang meron? Ayan. I want to appreciate more of that, no? Sa post-war period, ano ba ang nangyari? No? We will not be discussing more of that kasi this is business, finance. The Hawala system, ano yun? The trust or exchange, yun yung tinutukoy doon. No? So, what Hawala system is. So, yun lang ang kailangan maintindihan. And if you would answer the assignment posted, parang nire-review muna din yung history of Philippine currency. So I think I have to end the discussion with you for the history of Philippine currency, and this chapter is more of your reading kasi hindi na natin i-discuss one by one yung particular regime at history of Philippine currency. This would be for your reading only. Thank you.